Hello class, today I'm going to be talking to you about the rhinoceros. There are 5 subspecies of rhinoceros, 3 are located in Asia and 2 are in Africa. 3 Asian species are the Sumatran rhino, the Havana rhino, and the great one-horned rhino. The 2 African species are the white and black rhinos. Unfortunately, 4 of the species are endangered and 1 is vulnerable. The great one-horned rhino is the vulnerable species. The Sumatran, Havana, white, and black rhino are all on the endangered species list. The Sumatran and Havana rhinos are currently on the critically endangered species list. The rhino is a herbivore that primarily eats grasses, leaves, shoots, buds, and fruits. Rhinos reproduce how most large mammals reproduce, by the male mounting the female from behind. What makes this species interesting is its beauty, its tourism factor, and of course its horn. The animal is one of the big 5 of Africa. This list of animals was originally coined by safari hunters, listing the 5 hardest animals to hunt on foot in Africa. Safari tour guides adopted the name for marketing purposes. In Asian countries, rhino horns were used for medical purposes, specifically in Chinese medicine. In recent years, in countries like Vietnam, the rhino's horn is used as a status symbol to display one's wealth and success. On the hippo scale, habitat loss and overharvesting would be the cause of the rhino's endangerment. Deforestation in Asia has been a leading cause of Asian rhinos to be endangered. As for their African brethren, overharvesting of rhinos for their horn is the cause for their endangerment. A cultural and societal influence that led to the endangerment of rhinos is the need to display wealth and success through random objects. Since the world is so focused on defining wealth by what you have, rare items like endangered rhino horns are considered a sign of wealth. Rare items are more expensive, giving you more bragging rights. Rhinos all around the world are in protective sanctuaries to protect them from poachers. The World Wildlife Fund particularly is doing a plethora of things to help correct the problem against the rhino. The WWF is protecting Sumatran rhino habitats, taking on the illegal wildlife trade, stopping forest conversion, monitoring and tracking Havana rhinos, establishing new populations, monitoring and protecting of white rhinos, along with strengthening local and international law enforcement. The work of the WWF is protecting the rhino's habitat along with helping create biodiversity in the surviving populations. Stopping poaching and the harm done to the animals also gives it a better chance of bouncing back. Surprisingly, genetic engineering could save the northern white rhino. With only 3 living northern white rhinos, all related and unable to reproduce, there is no natural way to save the rhinos. At the Elizabethan Institute for Zoo and Wildlife Research in Germany, they are in the process of attempting to grow a northern white rhino in vitro, with the egg of one of the 2 living female northern white rhinos in frozen sperm. The plan is to put the egg into a surrogate southern white rhino. Thomas Heidenbrandt, head of reproduction management at the Elizabethan Institute, says he is quite confident that the goal will be achieved soon. The current gene pool is all from the same family, so to give the new rhinos biodiversity, they are collaborating with Katsuhiko Hayashi, a reproductive biologist at Kyushu University in Fukuoka, Japan. Their goal is to turn skin cells from living and cryonic stored rhinos into stem cells called induced protein stem cells. These stem cells have the ability to turn into eggs and sperm, which could be used for reproduction with biodiversity. If humans move to Mars, I really don't see a use for rhinos. They are beautiful animals, but would probably have a better life if they were just left on Earth. Rhinos aren't used for any farming or transportation methods, so I can't see a benefit of bringing them. The only reason I could see bringing rhinos to Mars is if there's a space zoo that shows animals from Earth, but that really isn't a good idea anyways. So thank you for watching my presentation on the rhinoceros.